Well, let me talk about another description of marketing, which we're going to talk about tonight, in a basis. It is something that I believe is one of the best descriptions of marketing I've ever heard. And some of you in this room weren't born when it came out. It came out in 1969 in a book called Marketing for Growth by a gentleman named Theodore Levitt, who was the marketing guru at the Harvard Business School. He said marketing is all the exhilarating big things and all the troublesome little things that has to be done in every nook and cranny of the entire corporate organization in order to achieve the purpose of attracting and holding the customer. Think about that. There are so many elements out there. I deal in integrated marketing strategy, so it's how do you weave a marketing tapestry or paint a marketing mosaic of advertising, public relations, sales promotion, internet activity, trade relations, etc., etc., etc. That is what you're talking about on marketing. But let's talk about innovation. As Peter Drucker said, business's only two functions are marketing and innovation. I can't get much louder, Hara. But I'm trying.
That's good.
All right, what is innovation? It's obviously fresh thinking, a different perspective, an open mind. But from somebody that I consider one of the masters of innovation, and I told you I like quotations, is a gentleman named Steve Jobs. And Steve Jobs said, innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. So my first question is, which do you want to be? A leader or a follower? Because it isn't that difficult to be a leader. Because it's like an article I wrote. I have a blog called smartmarketingmoves.com. And I wrote an article, are you a mimic marketer? Do you replicate, duplicate, imitate, rather than originate? What do you think? Do you think most people are mimic marketers?
Yes.
And that's where opportunity is. Opportunity is taking a look. I have a thing, and I may repeat it several times tonight, I call Wolff's Rule of Business Opportunity. And that is every business in every industry tends to operate the same as everyone else in that industry until you take a look at all the similarities, all the sameness factors, and when you identify them, you will find untapped, overlooked, unfulfilled opportunities. We all tend to be reactive when what we have to be is proactive. So the key to it is that there is a lot of just pure common sense that we have to take time to think things through, be a little more innovative. Now, one of the problems that you run in innovation, as I said, I'm active in LinkedIn. I asked a question in one of the LinkedIn groups because I like creating controversy. I said, why is it so many managers can't think outside the box? What do you think the answer was?
They follow the policy of the company.
They're not allowed.
What was that?
They're at state.
They are not allowed.
They are. One woman answered it perfectly.
They're afraid.
Fear.
I just said that.
Yeah. People are afraid to take action, in particular in the marketing area. That to me is opportunity. If your competition is afraid, that's the opportunity to take the market share away from them. Because they will follow you after you have taken market share from them. If that person is still in a job by the time you've done that. So, now, there's another wonderful, as I told you, I use quotations. Here's one I ran across recently. Learning and innovation go hand in hand. The arrogance of success is to think that what you did yesterday will be sufficient for tomorrow. It won't be. And it's one of the things that I think is key to it. There's also another quote I'm going to use on innovation. How many of you here ever heard of the name Edward Deming? Who was Edward Deming?
He invented the U.S. Census.
Anybody else know who Edward Deming is?
He helped Japan recover.
He
from
was the
World War II.
leading consultant and resource after World War II to help rebuild Japan. He was, in a sense, the brain power. And his quote here, innovation comes from the producer, not the customer. Well, I will disagree with him in one aspect. How many of you talk to your customers? Not enough of them.
A lot.
The key to it is to talk to your customers. Be user-friendly. Be interactive. Let them know that you care about them. I'll give you a quick example of something which I was going to talk about later, and I probably will repeat myself. I have a doctor's degree in redundancy. But somebody wanted to know, how do you stand out? I said, there's a very simple little thing. When you send to somebody, do you send out email thank you notes?
No, written.
That's the difference. When you send a written, handwritten note, blow people away. It's like, oh my God, what an original idea. The key to it is there are a lot of different ways to innovate. And another thing about innovation is to study those who have innovated and done some unusually successful things. For example, this is a quote, I have always been driven to buck the system, to innovate, take things beyond where they've been. Sam Wolff, founder of Walmart.
Yeah, what about, I don't even want to get into that.
But one of the things with Sam Wolff, one of the first things he did was when you came into a Walmart store, there was a greeter, someone to make you comfortable, say you were welcome. These are not brilliant things, these are common sense. But you have to put yourself in not just a selling position, but in the customer's position. One of the things in writing copy, and again, I know I'll be redundant on this tonight, is the fact that you don't write from your perspective. You write from the perspective of your audience. When you bought the sweater you had, did you buy it on price, feature, or you thought you looked good?
I remember. I think it was a gift, but let's say non-gift. Let's say.
Well, when you go to buy it, you look good. By the way, you do look good. The key to it is benefits. People buy benefits. And in your marketing, are you getting out there the word of these are the benefits that you can get from doing business with me? Now, as I said, you not only need to talk to the customers, there's another source out there that is so anxious to work with you. I mean, incredibly anxious to work with you because you'll make them a lot more money. They're called vendors.
Free sales.
Going out and talking to the people who sell to you so you can sell their items. They know what's going on out in the field.
Yeah.
They know what's not being done that should be done. And if you open the door to them to be your partner, quote unquote, you'd be amazed how much opportunity will come to you. It's just common sense, which, as I said before, is uncommon. All right? Okay.